WWE Saturday Night's main event, such an amazing acquisition that we started bringing back in the year of 2024 and 2025, and hopefully in the near future as well. So what's better than having 3 days of WWE? Well, actually 4 days of WWE. Let's make it 5 days of WWE. What's better than having Monday Night Raw, NXT, Friday Night SmackDown, Evolve, LFG, a PLE? Let's add in Saturday Night's main event. It's a jam-packed week of professional wrestling from the WWE, and we have a loaded match card for this upcoming Saturday night's main event, revolving around Jey Uso and his World Heavyweight Championship, and John Cena trying to crush the dreams of R-Truth. John Cena is the childhood hero to R-Truth. We got a lot of stuff going on, and we're going to dive right into this upcoming Saturday night's main event match card and predictions. But before we dive into anything, please drop a comment, a like, and subscribe to the channel as we try our best to post daily wrestling content here on V Loves Wrestling. And without a further ado, let's dive into this upcoming Saturday night's main event. The order that I'm going to discuss these matches, I'm going to try and predict the order of how we are going to see the matches on Saturday night's main event. So the first match that I talk about is also my prediction of how the show will open up. I think the opening match is going to be, since he's not the main event, I gotta say John Cena against R-Truth. Now, I just found out that this wasn't for the WWE Championship, which is kind of weird. I thought every match that John was going to have would be for the title, but I guess it makes it a little bit more interesting, though, because if we said that this was for the WWE Championship, I think we would say there is no way that R-Truth is winning. As much as I love R-Truth, there's no chance that they're giving him a WWE title push, towards the end of his career. So the fact that it's a non-title match kind of leaves the question in the air. Could John lose on his farewell tour without actually losing the title? This could be the night where maybe R-Truth has some backup. Maybe someone gets involved in the match. Do we see Randy Orton possibly come out and RKO Cena at first, and then R-Truth thinks that Randy Orton is on his side, and then Randy Orton gives him a RKO out of nowhere? The pop would be insane for that. We get Randy Orton on Saturday night's main event. That would be a way to get someone else on the match, and it's a John Cena match. Every single John Cena match since he's came back has been interfered at the very end. So I wouldn't be surprised if someone interferes, maybe not to help out Cena, but maybe to help out R-Truth, and then whoever helps out Truth also turns on R-Truth. I don't know, but I can't see John Cena not winning this match. It would definitely be a shocker that R-Truth comes out victorious at the end of the night. That would be really cool. But even though it says that it's a non-title match, and that leaves it to be a little bit more optimistic to where R-Truth can win and not dethrone John Cena as the WWE champion, even though it's a non-title match, I still have to go with John Cena. I definitely think there will be some sort of interference. If there's no interference, kudos to John Cena. That'll be his first match so far in his farewell tour where it's low blow, ref bump, interference, Travis Scott, someone else coming out. So that would be kudos to John Cena, but I don't know. He's trying to ruin wrestling, and what better way to ruin wrestling than have another copy and paste ending to a match at this upcoming Saturday night's main event and having John still be victorious at the end of the night. Next match. So we start out with a slower pace match. I think a lot of storytelling within the match between John Cena and R-Truth. So why not give us a mega final showdown match in a steel cage at this upcoming Saturday night's main event? We have Damian Priest against Drew McIntyre. What I believe, and I hope to believe, this will be the final showdown between the two. I genuinely thought that we were going to be over and done with Damian and Drew McIntyre and their feud right after WrestleMania 41, but just the fact that they're having this match, and their previous match was the WrestleMania 41 where Drew McIntyre did beat Damian Priest. I don't see Drew McIntyre brutalizing Damian Priest 2 times in a row. I'm not going to lie, though. I don't see what can possibly come after this match. I really do hope that Drew McIntyre moves on to the main event picture, because I feel like he dropped down to the mid-card, right below the main event scene, to help someone like Damian Priest and to have a very, very well-established feud and build between one another. And if you're throwing Drew McIntyre in a feud, it's going to be good, and it's going to elevate the superstar on the other end. I think it did a good job in this scenario with Damian Priest. I think it elevated him a little bit, but Damian Priest, I feel like, is already established. So I would be cool with this just being a final showdown, a brutal match in a steel cage. I doubt we're going to see any blood or anything, but you're going to see a lot of physicality and a lot of storytelling, a lot of anger between the two superstars. I think it's going to be a fantastic match, but I got to go with Damian Priest. I don't see WWE having Priest lose 2 times in a row to Drew McIntyre, but you never know. This could be Drew McIntyre solidifying himself like, damn, dude, like, I am that guy. Like, I'm going to beat this guy one last time in a brutal fashion just to make it known worldwide that I am and I should be a part of the main event scene. So as much as I think that could be a possibility on Drew McIntyre's side, I still got to go with Damian Priest, strictly just because he lost at WrestleMania 41 in a pretty brutal fashion. Next up, this match I really thought was going to be the main event of the Saturday night's main event. We got CM Punk's and Sami Zayn against the new faction that is just taking over the WWE, and especially Monday Night Raw. Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker with Paul Heyman alongside them. The biggest question here, and a lot of people are saying this, a lot of rumors are going around that, the third member will be appearing on this Saturday night's main event. I can see it happening, but since it's not the main event, I don't think we're going to see anything like that happen in this match. And if something does happen in this match, I feel like it's going to be like Paul Heyman maybe costing CM Punk and Sami Zayn the match in some way. I don't think we'll get a third member, because that would be huge news if a third member is revealed in the faction. One, that is just huge for the superstar who is being put into this faction, and 2, to have it in the middle of the card right before the main event on Saturday night's main event. I don't know. I feel like after the show, everyone is just buzzing about it and posting it everywhere. And the show is completely over. Because, if you do something like that and then Jey Uso and Logan Paul is the match right after, everyone's just going to be completely in shock about the third member who was just revealed right before the Logan Paul and Jey Uso match. So I don't think, as much as I want to see it, I don't think we're going to get a third member. And I really do think if we do get a third member here, if we do somehow get it, but I don't think so on Saturday night's main event, I think it's Sami Zayn. They're showing a lot of signs of Sami Zayn, fickling in several different areas. Like when he returned right after WrestleMania, that look that he gave Jey Uso while Jey Uso was celebrating, I thought Sami Zayn was going to turn on Jey Uso right then and there. And then you're seeing these weird, it's weird to me at least, these weird confrontations with Jey Uso, oh yeah, you got it, man. And then it's like Jey is in a super serious mode, and then Sami, it seems normal, but I don't know, I got this weird vibe. He's doing the handshake. He's like, come on, man. Let's do the handshake one last time. And Sami Zayn, he's definitely on the something, even if it's not a part of being the third member. A heel turn I could definitely see in Sami Zayn's future. Does that happen on Saturday night's main event? Do we get a big shock factor? It's possible. We haven't gotten anything substantial happening on a Saturday night's main event. This could be Saturday night's main event that we do get something very meaningful, and it makes you want to watch these events. Because to be truly honest, we've had no title changes ever happening on Saturday night's main event, and we've had no story-changing thing happen yet on a Saturday night's main event. So this could be the one show that changes that all for all wrestling fans, and it might force people to have to watch. And you can't miss Saturday night's main event, because if Sami Zayn turns heel and joins Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker, that is huge. That changes everything of the landscape of Monday Night Raw and also just the WWE. But to talk about who is going to win the match, I gotta go with Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker. I don't know. I don't know if it'll end clean, though. The only way I can't see it ending clean is by Paul Heyman getting involved somehow, or it might just be a clean match. I don't know. I mean, you got Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker. Bron Breakker is on one hell of a run with his tenure in this new faction. I think it's going to be a fantastic match. I think a lot of storytelling as well. I think we're going to see a lot of that just between Seth Rollins and CM Punk alone. Yeah, I do have to go with the new faction, Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker, though. And do we see something with Sami Zayn? It's definitely something to watch for. One of the matches that makes it a must-watch show for this Saturday night's main event. Now we got the main event, and guys, once I heard that this was the main event match, I instantly thought something's going down with this match, right? Like, especially with Seth Rollins talking with Logan Paul and basically telling him that he has an advantage because Jey Uso is going to be brutally beaten down when it comes to Saturday. So we got Jey Uso versus Logan Paul as the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. I don't know. I'm kind of like split in between because, as I was saying before, we need some sort of shock here, right? And I don't think that necessarily means that Jey has to lose the title. I don't think that. But even if it's after the match, say Logan Paul comes out, I don't think Jey has to lose the title. I think Jey could still win the title and then have maybe Sami turn after the match and basically trying to congratulate him on winning and defeating all the odds, as like Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker and all of them are against Jey Uso and wanting him to lose. And Sami, he plays along, he starts eating with Jey, and then maybe he Helluva kicks Jey Uso, and that ends off the show. That is how you can maybe give a shock factor without, having Jey Uso be dethroned against Logan Paul. Or, I said this the other day, and I was not deep thinking this, and it doesn't sound too bad, and it's not really reaching that far. What if we see Karrion Kross get involved, right? What if we see Logan Paul doing his cliche, get the brass knuckles kind of thing, and Karrion Kross stops Logan Paul? And just like with WrestleMania 41, where Karrion Kross got involved in that, he doesn't want to see someone like Logan Paul. Basically, him winning would be disrespectful to all the wrestlers in the back and also just all the wrestling fans out there. Someone to just walk in, he's a YouTuber, and, he's just about to win a world championship when Karrion Kross could barely get TV time. That's what he wanted to tell AJ Styles at WrestleMania 41, but he didn't want to listen to Karrion Kross. So I think we also might be able to see, this is a far stretch, but we might be able to see Karrion Kross, one, get a massive pop by interfering and helping Jey Uso win the World Heavyweight Championship by stopping Logan Paul from getting the brass knuckles and hitting Jey Uso. And also, that would just put everyone behind Karrion Kross because everyone hates Logan Paul, who I don't know, as good as Logan Paul is in the ring, everyone pretty much that I've heard and from what I've seen, no one likes Logan Paul. So one, that is how you get Karrion Kross on a show. That is how you make him appear on a big-time show. That is also how you push him correctly and you start out a feud between Karrion Kross and Logan Paul. And also, you could even have Jey Uso maybe even granting Karrion Kross a World Heavyweight Championship match at potentially Money in the Bank. Guys, this could be, I know I'm kind of going off track a little bit and not talking about strictly just Jey Uso and Logan Paul in the ring, because I think the match is going to be pretty good because Logan Paul is a phenomenal in-ring technician, and Jey Uso, I think, is going to add the storytelling side of it, so it's going to be a great combination. But I think Jey Uso retains. We're going to see something, though. We're going to see either Sami Zayn turn heel, or I don't know. I'm hooked on that Karrion Kross, dude. I'm hooked on that Karrion Kross take. I didn't even really think too hard about it, but when I said it out loud, I was like, this could actually happen because it's make or break for Karrion Kross. And this would be a way to say, I'm sorry, Karrion, we should have pushed you, a month ago or 2 months ago and put you on the WrestleMania card. So I think this would be a great way to have Jey Uso win and also elevate another superstar that could potentially feud with Jey Uso or at least have a world championship match with Jey Uso after Saturday night's main event. 4 matches on this card. Not too many matches on this card from what we're usually expecting. At least 5 is what we usually get, but we're going to see like a lot of time invested into each match, and I like that. I don't think any match is going to be rushed at all, and I think we're going to see something pretty major at the end of this Saturday night's main event, whether it is a third member or part of Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker's faction, or do we see someone save the day for Jey Uso and help him retain the championship? And then maybe something might happen after the Jey Uso match is over, as he maybe retains or maybe he loses the championship. There's honestly a lot of ways that you could go about every single match here. Without a doubt, this is going to be a fantastic PLE. I'm glad that no match is going to be rushed at all. There's only 4 matches, and I think each match will have its time to do whatever they need to do with no rushing involved. I think every match is going to be great show. I think this whole entire show is going to be great. Let me know down in the comments below, what is your favorite match on this Saturday night's main event card? Is it John Cena against R-Truth for the non-title? Is it Jey Uso against Logan Paul for the World Heavyweight Championship? Is it CM Punk and Sammy getting the revenge on the new faction Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker? Or Damian Priest getting his revenge on Drew McIntyre potentially in a steel cage match? This is going to be insane. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, drop a comment, drop a like, and subscribe to the channel as we try our best to upload daily wrestling content. Everyone, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.